Hello everybody, it is Constance here, and today we are going to be doing just a quick little tutorial on this fun, neutral but very glittery and kind of festive pretty look. And I want to give a huge shout out. I'm not going to say their name because I don't know if they want me to say their name or not, but one of my subscribers actually commented and asked for a request to do a makeup look using the Stila Magnificent Metals. So one, thank you so much for requesting. This video is for you and I hope that you like it. So without further ado, let us go ahead and get into the tutorial. So first I'm going to start off by priming my eyes with the Sephora Gel Serum Concealer. I like this formula a lot because it is light, it's not too wet, it dries down very quickly, and it gives me enough coverage for what I need, where it's a good base for eyeshadows, and yeah. So we're gonna go ahead and prime those eyes. And then once the eyes are primed, I am going to grab the BH Cosmetics. This is the modern neutral cool tone palette that they have got. I kind of like it because for the most part, while it's a good mix of cool and neutral, but it actually legitimately has like some cool and neutral eyeshadows in it. And to set that concealer, I'm going to go in with that neutral color. And it is nice because it's almost got a pink undertone to it. Not almost, it does. And I like that because it adds a very brightening effect to the eye. And then once we have got that concealer fixed, we are going to go in with just a large fluffy brush, whichever one is your favorite that you have. And we are going to go in with that cool tone kind of taupey brown color, and this is going to be our transition shade. Now I am going to distribute this pretty evenly throughout the whole lid just to give us a nice transition over everything. I'm going to concentrate it a little bit more in the outer corner of the V, but as you can see I am taking it across the whole lid to add some nice definition and depth to the crease of the eye. And then the next color we are going to go in with is this cool tone darker brown. Now I was hoping that this eyeshadow was going to be a bit darker than it originally ended up showing. As you can see, I am going over the whole lid with it, and while initially it does look like it has, decent enough pigmentation, what I did notice with this eyeshadow is that it blends out a lot. But to get back to the step that we're doing now is I'm going to apply it to the whole lid. As you can see just with me applying it, it's already kind of starting to fade a little bit. And when I apply it, take it up a little bit into the lid, and then with our giant fluffy brush, we are going to blend that darker color into our transition color just with some smooth circular motion. So we're doing kind of a nice blown out smoky look, and as you see, the more we blend, the more this color really does lose pigmentation. So while it initially looks dark, I was actually kind of disappointed in this color. The BH Cosmetics palettes I feel like are always kind of hit or miss. This palette it's good and I like it, and for the price point it works well, and for doing a look like what we're doing today, I mean, it's easy enough to use. But the quality for the eyeshadows in this palette, they were okay. They weren't anything like amazing where I'm going to tell you to go buy it, but they also weren't bad where I'd be like, don't buy it. And then once we have got that brown color, I'm going to blend it out how we want it. I'm going in with this darker chocolatey brown color, and I'm going in with the same brush, and I am concentrating this on the outer V of the eye as well as kind of the inner V. So I'm going over essentially what we did with the other color that we used, putting it in the exact same spots, doing the exact same thing, placing it all over the lid, having it go a little bit into the crease, and then once again just blend it out. I did think that this dark brown color was a little bit more pigmented than the first one that we used. And then once we've got our very simple eyeshadow base done, this is where the fun of things gets into. Now you may have been wondering, why are we putting eyeshadow all over our lid? And one, it makes it easier. This was just a quick, simple, easy base, but the reason that we can do that is because with the Stila Magnificent Metals, they have so much pigmentation and everything in them that literally we are going to layer the Magnificent Metals right over the eyeshadow that we already laid down, and it's going to completely cover it up. So it's nice to be able to apply the color to the whole lid, and then we can just carve out the parts that we want to with the Stila Magnificent Metals. And the first color that we are going to be going in with is the color called Smoldering Satin. And as you can see, I am applying that onto 2/3 of the eyelid. So going from the inner corner and then almost actually a bit more than 2/3 of the eyelid, pretty much kind of the whole base. And the reason that you'll see me applying it in kind of a line at the bottom and then taking my finger and tapping it up is because one, this product dries very, very quickly. So if you want to blend it out nicely, you need to start blending it pretty much as soon as you put it down. And then two, since I want kind of a nice blended, gradated effect to go with what we were just talking about, it's important to add product, blend it out, and then add more product and blend it out again so that you really can get that gradiated line. And if I just covered like my entire lid area with this, it'd be really pretty, but it would give a bit more of a like cut crease look, which is gorgeous, but not what I'm going for anyways in this look. So essentially, to build up to the amount of glitter that you want, all that we're going to be doing is repeating these steps until it looks how you want it, where apply glitter, blend it out with your finger, and then if the glitter dries down too quickly on you and you have a harsh line, just add a tiny bit more glitter on that area and quickly blend it out with your finger, and you'll be able to get it to look at a nice gradiated effect to exactly how you want it. These are really pretty and easy to work with, so I just gotta love this product. And then for a super glittery intense look, you'll see me going back in, and to really intensify the glitter, what I am doing is just adding one more layer of this color on and then slightly blending out the edges with a brush or my finger. And now to kind of pump up the volume, we're going to go in with one other color, and this is called Sunset Cove, and this is a pinky one. This one has a metallic finish actually instead of a gold, and it's a little bit hard to see on camera, but what I end up doing is, well, you'll see me doing it. It's hard to see the pink come through. You see it in person a bit better, but I apply it to the first 1/3, so kind of from inner corner towards the middle of the eye, and I gently buff and blend this over the first color that we had. So it creates this really cool blend where you have like the metallic gold, which also has hints of like purple and blue in it, blending into the gold, and it created a really subtle shift, but it was really, really pretty in person. If you have like one or two of the Stila Magnificent Metals, I definitely recommend kind of, playing around with these because they're really pretty when you layer them and can do kind of different color combinations with them. And then just build up the pinky purple metallic color as much or as little as you want it. And then the top part of our eye look is done. So to go in today on the face, I am going to start off with the primer by Pixie. It's just their poreless primer. And I'm not going to put it all over my face, but I'm going to put it onto the area, so my T-zone and my cheeks and whatnot, where I do have larger pores. And for foundation, I'm then just going to go in with the Wet n Wild Photo Finish Foundation and my Real Technique sponge. And I'm just going to do a very light layer of foundation I always like to do my foundation in segments, but with the Wet n Wild one, I feel like it dries down pretty quickly, so to get the most seamless and also the most sheer blend, I will do it in segments. I like to use foundation more in sheer ways, especially if it's got more coverage in it, because you'll still get coverage, but you are able to maintain your skin looking more like skin. And then for concealer, I'm going in with my Tarte Shape Tape, and I am applying that to under my eyes, on my forehead for highlight, and then onto my chin as well. And then just blending that out with the beauty sponge. And then to set everything, I'm just going to go in with a big fluffy brush and the Laura Mercier, I'm about to say, I don't know if that's actually in the name, but we're going in with the we're going in with the Laura Mercier setting powder that has a very nice matte finish. Now that we've got our base of a face set up, we're going to go ahead and finish the under the eyes. So on a small kind of fluffy shading brush, we are just going to go in with the color, kind of the first one that we used, that less pigmented dark color, and we are going to run that along the lower lash line, taking it in about halfway on the eye. And that is going to finish it for the eyeshadow. It's super simple, but like I said, we're keeping this as kind of a nice, simple look where the glitter is really what is getting to speak the most. And to finish everything up, I'm going to go in with my black Rimmel eye pencil, and I'm going to tightline as well as fill in my waterline with black. And then for mascara, I am going to go ahead and apply my Better Than Sex mascara from Too Faced. This is the point where if you like falsies, go ahead and throw those guys on. And then once the eyes are done, I like to go in with blush. I like to color coordinate my blush to my lipstick and my eye makeup. And so I'm going in with a very neutral blush today. It's the Physicians Formula one that I love. It's got a really good mix of neutral colors, so it adds life back into the face, but it doesn't necessarily give you like a super warm peachy or pink tone or anything like that. It's just a very nice natural glow that it brings back to the cheeks. And then we are going to finish it up with the lips. We are going in with the Anastasia Beverly Hills matte lipstick in the color Rosewood, and I'm going to do it more as a wash of color, so apply it to the bottom lip, rub my lips together, smear it all around, and then I'm going to take my finger, because with the heat of your finger it'll warm the product up and actually make it easier to just kind of spread around. And then that, ladies and gentlemen, is the end of this tutorial. So a super simple, but I still think very pretty but easy, slightly glam look, where the Stila Magnificent Metals really get to do kind of be the spotlight of this fun look. I hope that you liked this tutorial. If you do, please make sure to give it a thumbs up, and I hope to see you in the next video. Have a good day, night, evening, wherever you are. Goodbye!
Solution.